Hey, welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So At First Light is a smaller sci-fi film that was released in 2018, and I've never heard of this movie before, but I just happened to catch it on Netflix, and I'd have to say it was pretty surprising. And so the general story is there are these two teenagers. One of them, his name is Sean, and there's a girl named Alex, and one night there are these strange lights that appear in the sky, and now we have our sci-fi film. So this movie is very reminiscent of many other sci-fi films that I've seen, specifically Contact and Super 8. So getting into the things that I liked about this film is first and foremost the look. It reminds me so much of J.J. Abrams and specifically the movie Super 8 because there's a lot of lens flare effects, the colors are very cold blue and muted, and it has to do with aliens just like the movie Super 8. So that's the first thing. And the way in which it is similar to Contact is this is a very slower paced movie, and it's not one that's going to have a lot of action-packed scenes. It's more like a thinking type of sci-fi movie, and that's kind of what I enjoyed next about this movie. Besides the fact that it looked a lot bigger budget than it was, I think the people who wrote this story, I think they took their time developing the characters at the beginning. So you are, established right away who these people are. Sean and his background, what he's going with his family, his relationship with Alex, and there's other characters around him, but it's mostly about them. And I did enjoy that because for a lot of sci-fi films, we just basically get into the special effects and action, and there's not too much character development. But in this film, as you're going along, you're not given all the answers. You're kind of like learning as these two characters are learning, because when things start happening, both of the characters are trying to figure out what's going on. Alex is in a state of confusion. She experiences different things, and then Sean is like he is basically the viewer. You're learning as he's learning, and I enjoyed that part. And as you're going throughout this movie, the writers reveal more things, and things actually make more sense and are kind of explained but kind of not. But that's really cool. That kind of reminds me so much of Contact, because as you're going along, more things are revealed, but not all your questions are answered. And at the same time, it does get more interesting as you're going along, but it's still left with that mystery, and so that was a good thing. It kept me interested throughout. I don't think I was bored throughout this whole movie. And the other thing that I enjoyed was the actual special effects. Now, even though this wasn't a big budget film, very similar to what I said a little bit earlier, it looked a lot bigger than it was. And the places where they did spend money on the special effects, it looked really good. It kind of established kind of what these aliens are, the things that happen surrounding them, how it affects these characters. And also as you get further into the movie, you get more of those sci-fi elements, but it always looked like it was used in the right way. They used the budget very well to kind of put you in this movie and kind of have a sense of wonder. So I did enjoy the special effects in this film, and it was done really well considering the budget that they were working with. So those are the main things that I did enjoy about this film. For fast website hosting and top-notch customer service and features, check out Siteground, the preferred service used at GeekOutdoors.com. For more information, check out the affiliate link in the description area below. So getting into the things that I didn't like as much, even though I found the movie itself interesting, and I did enjoy the whole aliens and the characters that were involved, it's not something that is extremely original. Let's just say that. And at the same time, the two main actor and actress, I don't think they did a bad job, but at the same time, I just wasn't really invested in them as much. I was more curious about the aliens, even though you don't really get a lot out of them. I was more interested in those third characters, I would say, versus the two main characters. And then another thing I would say could have been done a little bit better is, I would like to see this world expanded more. And they probably did this on purpose, very similar to the movie Contact, where you didn't know as much, but you really wanted to know more. And in this case, I wanted to know more, and in some cases, that was a positive. As I was saying earlier, it keeps things mysterious, but I really wanted to know more about these aliens and the world that they came from. And then the final thing is, the other characters surrounding them, I don't think they were bad. I just don't think they served the story as well. It just kind of kept the plot going along. Except for like one character, Sean's younger brother, Oscar. I liked him. You know, it really helped fill in the family dynamic. And so overall, that is my review of At First Light. I did enjoy this movie. It's one of those smaller sci-fi films that I think that you will, find things that are interesting about it. You actually are curious about what's going to happen next. And at the same time, it really captured my attention. And it's one of those sci-fi films that, make you think, even though you could kind of, predict what's going to happen, it's fun going through this movie and trying to figure it out as well. And so those are my thoughts on this. If you actually had any thoughts on this movie or any other sci-fi films that you've seen that you enjoyed, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you want to see my other sci-fi films, I do have a playlist. I will leave that in the description area as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Hey geeks, if you are a creative geek like me and you wanted to learn how to create content on YouTube and other places on the internet, then check out my Gold Content Creators Group, where you'll get access to 30 videos plus additional content for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part of it is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators Group. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks for checking out this episode. And as always, if you like these videos, be sure to click on the subscribe button. And for full written content, audio content, and additional geek stuff, head over to geekoutdoors.com, and I'll see you outdoors on the very next episode.